This is you. This is your person. Let's see what you guys have to tell me, what's going on in y'all's lives. Okay, so you are working on yourself. You are mastering some sort of skill. You're very, not isolated, but kind of withdrawn at the moment, very focused in your body, earth energy, pentacle energy, very grounded. So let's see what else wants to come out. I want to pull like 3 cards. Okay, yeah, I was getting that. We have the Nine of Pentacles coming out as well. So you want to be able to secure a future for yourself when it comes to your finances. Right now, you're working on your security, on your abundance. You want to be able to take care of yourself, of your family, and you know it takes a lot of work. Okay, we have the Emperor coming out in the reverse. So this is the divine masculine, but in the reverse, though, I was gonna say that you are the Emperor in the upright. So let's clarify that. Why are you feeling stubborn? Why are you misusing your power? Why are you being a little bit domineering? Ooh, we have the Devil coming out in the reverse. Why? What are you? What are you so? Okay. You're not independent? Is that why you're cranky? You're not independent yet? You still feel bound to your circumstances somehow, and it's making it hard for you to achieve the security. So I'm seeing some of y'all are not old enough to move out yet. You want to be independent, but you can't because you're just not old enough. For some of y'all, it's just that you're... This is just for some of y'all, but you're in a... how can I say? Like, you have a child with someone, so you can't just leave that behind. For some of y'all, you just don't have enough money yet to go where you want to go and be where you want to be. Let's see. Okay, we have the King of Swords coming out, as well as the High Priestess, as well as the Star on the bottom deck. And I'm going to take it in the reverse because that's how I saw it. So something is not coming true fast enough. But this is almost like advice before we move on to your person, though. So you're... First of all, this was supposed to be a you and your person read, but this is very much self-focused energy. Like, it doesn't get more self-focused than this, with the Eight of Pentacles coming out right at the beginning, followed by the Nine of Pentacles. That is a sequence, right? And this is what's blocking you from reaching that sequence. And this is advice. This is advice. We have 2 very important cards coming out. We have the High Priestess. That is being able to access your manifestation well. It's being able to access the divine feminine. Like, of course, the Empress is the divine feminine, as the Emperor is the divine masculine. Jesus, that was hard to get out. Meine Güte. But the High Priestess, especially with the King of Swords, this is almost telling me, this is giving me clear-cut energy. You have to, when it comes to the advice, just hold your horses, first of all. I know you want to move fast, but the King of Swords has moved long enough to understand that things take their time. They understand that it takes a while to get to truth, that it takes a lot of mental power and courage to get to where you want to be. And the High Priestess in the upright, both in the upright. If you haven't noticed, the Emperor and the Devil came out in the reverse. So this is blockage. This is what's blocking you. What's going to lift this blockage is you holding your horses, trusting in the sequence of things, trusting in objectivity. Don't let your subjective emotions lead you. Don't decide anything when you're being too emotional. Be in control and charge of your own emotions. Have access to your underlying, like, manifestation powers, your hidden powers, the connection you have to the divine is what I'm hearing. Try to tame your emotions, basically. They're a luxury at the moment. So your energy is completely focused on yourself, focus on your money, focus on your independence, how you can make a life for yourself. I'm hearing entrepreneur. You want to be your own boss. You want to be able to just, there's too many cards, be able to take, like, matters into your own hands when it comes to life in general, right? You want to be able to give meaning to life. Okay, and your person, okay, so we got hard workers here. The person came out with the Three of Wands in the upright. So the Three of Wands tells me of someone who hasn't just, like, they haven't, how can I explain this? They've thought about it. They've thought about something, about some project or something, like just some idea that they had, and they're now putting action into this. This is the preparation stage, right? They've sent out their ships basically, and they're waiting for them to come back to see what they bring in. They had to be tricky with this. It felt maybe your person went through some sort of betrayal, but they had to be a little trickster to get this ship going, is what I'm hearing. It almost felt like they had to betray someone. Okay, I'm not going to take... There's too many cards coming out. So I'm feeling that your person has a bit of a... verstreut, like... Scattered energy. Yeah, we have the Page of Swords. They're even more immature when it comes to their patience, when it comes to ideas than you are. They are the Page of Swords in the reverse. So, why though? Because this was going well. They were planning something. They were preparing on something, but okay. It didn't work. Okay. It didn't work. It didn't work. They were cut off from something. They didn't know about something, and now their idea couldn't be put into reality, like turned into reality, be turned into something tangible. And okay, they were misinterpreting the signs, and I'm not sure if this is a sign for me, but I don't feel so at all. The cat just ran in too, so everything's fine. Your person is really doubting themselves right now. This is what I'm feeling. Your person is doubting themselves right now. They're really insecure because I'm hearing they had a big mouth when it came to the planning. They're like, no, you don't understand. This is all going to be, I'm going to go get rich from this. I'm going to be so, like, both of y'all are working on yourselves. This is I thought this would be more romantic, but this is just, so take it as it resonates. I guess it's better to leave it like that because then it will apply to all kinds of different relationships. But anywho, your person is kind of, because they were cut off from their intuition, unlike you, this is the advice, actually, a bit. Are they also bonded to something? I'll pull one card because that question just tingled in my, up here. Okay, let's see. Could it be that you and your person speak different languages? Yeah, they're struggling. Okay, they're struggling. You were both bound to something. You were both bound to something, and that's why you can't move forward. You have a hard time making a decision right now, and you both want to reach financial independence. You want to be able to share your wealth with others. This is the last card. We had the 8 of Pentacles, the 9 of Pentacles in your reading, and the 10 of Pentacles in their reading. For you, there's still hope, even though you feel like there's no hope. The star came out in the reverse, but it was kind of like this, so there's still hope if you just tame your emotions, you calm down. But for your person, there's nothing on the bottom or the deck, so it's all up, like they have to make their way now. Spirit is not going to help them make their way. They have to pave their own way, is what I'm hearing. Take it as it resonates, you'll know. But they're exhausted. Your person is exhausted. They put a lot of work. I'm hearing, this is what I was going to say earlier. With the 3 of Wands, this kind of energy, this is Aries energy. So they kind of were a bit on a high horse is what I'm hearing. So they had, they chewed off more than they could, they bit off more than they could chew, basically. They had a big mouth, but they didn't know how much work it would take. Or how high the standard for whatever they were aiming for was. So now they're experiencing this setback when it comes to their craft, whatever. And they have a hard time making a decision because anything they choose kind of seems bad. Either way, with the 2 of Swords, they have a hard time, and my stomach is growling, making a decision and listening to their gut, because either way they choose, it will be hard to get to this, and that's what they want. So right now, your person is in a bit of a hard space and a rock. What is it called? The English sayings these days are fucking me up. Hard place and a rock, hard rock and I don't know. Like either way they go, it's bad, right? Cul-de-sac energy. Actually, no, it's a dead end because there's no way back. Anyway, we have boundaries as well as, I'm just going to take the boundaries card because that makes sense for both of y'all. No drawing the line. Spirit has drawn the line. This is giving Saturn return energy. This is giving big Saturn energy in general. You have been tested when it comes to your limits, how much you do, how much you put in, what you get back. And now Spirit is basically telling you especially what to do to break these limitations, while your person just has to sit in what happened. right? Before they even think about moving on. You have the go to move on, but your person doesn't. I saw the Hermit earlier peeking out, but I didn't take it because it didn't jump out. So they have to do some introspection.